It is another edition of the On the Mic podcast, and super excited to talk to my guest. First time on the show. He will be fighting for Bellator MMA coming up here out of American Top Team. He'll be facing Levan Chokeli at Bellator 294 on April 21st. The one and only the Don. It's the first time I've gotten a Don on this podcast. Michael Lombardo, sir, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm good. Can't complain. And obviously you can't complain with your the last time you actually competed inside the cage in December of last year. I know you were scheduled to get in there earlier this year. That did not come to fruition. But coming into 2023, where are you at and how do you feel heading into this year?
I feel good, man. I feel ready to go. Can't wait. Next week, ready to get in there and get it going.
And when you have such a big finish like you did in round one against Mark Lemminger, what is your approach in the next fight, right? Because some people, first round knockouts, it kind of clouds their judgment and clouds what they want to focus on and all of that. But you're with a crazy good team at American Top Team. And, I feel that fighters sometimes based on where they train at, they kind of stay locked in. But when you have such a great performance like you did, where's your mindset coming into this one? You want to keep that first round streak going?
I don't really care. I just want to get the finish. First, second, or third. It doesn't matter to me.
Now, let's talk about American Top Team. Obviously, a gym that holds so many champions, so many great fighters like yourself. What has been the biggest thing your team, your coaches have done for you? I'll ask first as a fighter, and then secondly, I'll ask for you as a person.
Well, as a fighter, man, I get to train with the best coaches and, the best training partners every single day. So I get to go down there and train at the highest level possible, get the best feedback possible. So I can't really beat that anywhere. American Top Team is, definitely one of the best gyms in the world. And to me personally, it's the best gym.
And what has all of that done? And the reason why I asked what they've done for you as a person is because sometimes fighters will bounce around looking for the gym that is their fit. And with that comes the relationships of coaching, where a coach is going to know if you're in the fifth round of a sparring session, what to say or how to get you through to the final bell, or what's going to make you run that extra mile or lift that final weight. And I do think outside of the technical side of training, a lot of that is in a personal connection with your coaches. So how do you feel you've connected as a man with your team?
Well, I have two coaches that are in my corner, and that's Dave Zitnick. He's been my head coach since I was before an amateur, and King Muhammad Lowell. So, and he's like, obviously, who he is. He's a legend of MMA. He's beat everybody, fought everybody. And, they're not just my coaches. They're like, those guys are like close to family to me. So, they know what I need to do. They push me when I need to be pushed, just give me mental breakdowns, little details that I need to work on. And, it's great, man. We're ready to go out there and get it going.
Yeah, and that's something I like too. I've noticed, obviously, throughout your fights, it's just those two in your corner. Those are the two that you kind of ride or die with. And I want to commend you for that because you're not a guy who's bouncing around, going gym to gym, looking for this or looking for that. And I think someone at your age, people think, well, I'm not where I want to be, or I'm this, or I'm that. And then they jump ship and they forget about their coaches. They forget about their team, but you've kind of stayed the course. How much is loyalty important to you?
No, that's one of the most important things in the world to me. But hey, listen, sometimes people need to make changes. So I'm not going to maybe sometimes change is good, but for me, I'm super confident with the people that are on my team. There's other guys in the gym like Mike Brown and Steve Mocco that, they help me out with details. But those two guys, Mo and Dave, those are my coaches, and, completely confident in them and they're confident in me, and we're going to make a run at this thing.
Well, that excites me because that's going to lead into not only my questions about your fight, but obviously this year. Since 2020, you've made stops at PFL and Contender Series over in the UFC, but now your last two have come with Bellator. This one will be with Bellator. First and foremost, how happy are you with Bellator?
Very happy. You know, they've taken care of me financially. They pay very well. They take care of all their fighters. I mean, they've kept me pretty active, except when I lost. You know, I had to wait a little while, but that's understandable because I lost. You know, but overall, I'm happy.
We talked about loyalty, and when I mentioned, your previous stops, I do commend Bellator, and I've asked fighters a lot that I speak to from that organization what Bellator, how they separate themselves, and I consistently hear treatment, whether it's financial treatment or just respect or the way they go about, carving out a path for each and every fighter that they work with, and hearing it again from you when you mention loyalty from your coaches and your gym, but to have a promotion that believes in you and they say, all right, Mike Lombardo, here you are, you're with us. We're going to give you a path. We're going to work with you to get you to where we know you can be and where you know you can be. What does that do for you at this stage of your career? So you're not wondering, where's my next fight going to be?
Oh man, it's you know what? It's just it comes down to who wins and who loses. You know, I mean, Bellator treats us well financially, but if you're not good enough and you lose, just like anything else, I mean, you're gonna get cut. That's just the bottom line, man. It's sad. I mean, listen, they treat us good financially, but you have to win. Just like in every big organization, just like every job, you have to do good, or they're gonna move on. So as far as like relationships with loyalty, as far as them having loyalty to me, I don't really buy into that because I know if I lose, they'll move on. But if I win, they'll take care of me. So that's how life works, and that's fine, man.
What is the plan for you in 2023? What is your schedule like? I know, obviously, like I said, when we first started this, supposed to have a fight in February that didn't come about, but now here you are in April, and depending on your personal timeline, what are you looking to get done in 2023?
Yeah, beat this guy and then fight in late June or July.
I love it. I love it. What should we expect from you against Levin Chicoli in Bellator 294?
A fight. I don't know exactly how it's gonna go, but I'm gonna go out there
Right.
and I'm gonna get the win. That's it.
And you mentioned a lot about, you got to keep winning for any organization to keep you going. And obviously we've mentioned, where you're at and how, financially happy you are. But with that being said, what does a win for you not just do with you and Bellator, but what does it do for you inside your division with Bellator?
I think it puts me right in the top 10. I mean, this guy was just ranked, I think, either 9th or 10th. And I don't know if he is now. Maybe he just bounced outside of it now because a couple of people have fought. But I definitely think it puts me in the top 10 or fighting in the top 10 next.
So then I want to predict the future because I'm obviously a huge fan of yours and the way you fight. I think you put on great performances no matter what promotion you've been in. Would it be fair to say by the end of this year and then your next fight, like you said, either June or July, we will see Mike Lombardo with either a number attached to his name or fighting for a number to be attached to his name?
100%.
I love it, man. Well, I really do appreciate your time today. I wish you all the best. What's your message for everyone who will tune in at Bellator 294?
Hey, tune in. It's going to be a great night. I'm going to go out there. It's going to be a great fight. I think we're the first fight on the main card, so let's get it going.
No way to set up a great night of fights. Mike Lombardo, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. All the best, and hope to talk again after your fight.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot, Mike. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you.